Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Top Dog Show right here on the Big Play Sports Network, baby, presented by FanDuel. I am Maria Cribbs, alongside my husband, Josh Cribbs. We got Reggie Langhorne right here. And then we also have, you know this man. He's the top dog, baby. Hanford Dixon on the show. Let's go.
I'm her husband, and I didn't get an intro like that. And y'all know who he is.
Hey, dog.
The top dog.
Hey, dog, I told you I ain't touching that now. Langhorne, when you tell him we ain't touching that, God damn it.
I gotta stay in my place.
Can I just say I'm so honored to be amongst, I don't think you guys know how great y'all are, but it's an honor and a privilege for me to even be sitting here next to y'all, because, you know, I know a little bit about football, but I ain't never did nothing on the level that they did. And I smell a whole lot of money in here, and I just like the smell of money, so. But how's everybody doing? How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm well. I'm excited for the start of the football season.
That's right. I want to just give a little recap of what we're going to go over on the show today, you guys. So we got, of course, we got to talk the Browns. We're going to talk about a little bit of what's going on around the league. We got some rapid fire questions with, I guess, like Pick Six. It's going to be a segment. It's presented by North Coast Factory Direct. Again, I said the Browns headlines. That's going to be brought to us by Smart Choice. After that, we're going to go around the NFL with our segment called Around the League, and that's going to be presented by Preston Superstore. And then we're going to have you guys take us down memory lane, you guys. Y'all got that? Because Josh, he can't even remember. You know, he forgot our anniversary. He forgot my birthday.
That is not the truth.
Trying to get some CTE money.
I know.
There you go.
He can't remember nothing, y'all.
Well, we
Take that to the bank.
And that's going to be presented by Floors.
Well, we got to give you a hard time over there because, first of all, you asked us how we were doing, and Josh told her how she was doing.
And
She didn't give me you. She ain't let us.
I'm all right.
She ain't let us answer the question. You know, I'm ready.
How you doing, Top Dog?
I'm getting ready to tell you. You know,
Okay.
Actually, I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited about this show. I think it's going to be a good show with all of us, and because each and every one of us, I mean, we have an insight or so much information that we can bring to it, and these two guys here, they don't tell her what they gonna say. Sometimes they get me with what they might say on the air.
It's football, baby.
Yeah.
You know.
Everybody wanted to see what Reggie got to say. We looking like you ain't got nothing to say right now, huh? Yeah.
I enjoy being around Cleveland. I've always enjoyed the city and the opportunity to play for Brown and Orange here in the city. And obviously, this organization we have now has just not got its grip on how things should be done.
Right.
And I still have concerns of what the future may bring, and I'm hoping they get some people in place, whether it be in the front office or whether it be just players on the field, but somehow be able to give this community better football,
Absolutely.
more consistent football.
Well, let me say this real quick. I know it's a football show, but are you guys excited? And we're going to get to this. I know we're going to take a break, but what about those Guardians? Are you guys? That's why I went there. That's why I went there. Look at the shirt. She's
not just the Guardians balling,
Yeah.
and having success, but I still was excited for the Cavs and what they had. Making it, how far they made. I think when you talk about basketball, we overlook sometimes when those guys lose in the series. And they were in the playoffs. It's a whole bunch of teams at home didn't even get to the series. So shout out to the Cavs as well.
Well, let me say this. You could say Cavs. You could say Guardians. But God damn it, this still a Browns town. God damn it, ain't that right?
Absolutely.
This is a Browns town.
Absolutely.
You already know Top Dog know what time it is. And look, with that being said, y'all, we're going to take a real quick commercial break and come back and speak nothing more than just the Browns. And what do y'all think they did this last preseason game? Don't you guys go anywhere. We'll be right back. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Top Dog Show on the Big Play Sports Network. Now, you know we're going to be talking Browns, but this segment right here is brought to you by Smart Choice Windows. Browns headlines are brought to you by Smart Choice Windows. Smart Choice Windows is the place to go to when you need to upgrade your home. And right now, they're running some awesome promotions like buy 2 windows, get 2 free, $1,500 off whole home siding, or $500 off entry door installation. Plus, they offer great financing with no money down and no interest until 2027. So if you're ready for a quieter, more energy efficient windows, give them a call at 844-GET-SMART or head over to smartchoicewindows.com to schedule your free, no pressure estimate today. And make sure you ask about the Big Play bonus. Get an additional 10% off all promotions. It's time to talk that preseason game. Shadur Sanders did his thing, I must say. But Browns 30, Panthers 10. The big story has been Shadur Sanders. How would you grade his performance in this preseason debut? He went 14 for 23, 138 yards, and 2 TD passes. And I just got to go ahead and, give Top Dog to help. He helped me on that right there. He helped me on that breakdown right there. Y'all like that? That was smooth, wasn't it? What you think, Top Dog? How'd he look?
I thought he looked good. I thought he was very poised in the pocket. A lot of they were talking about him guys coming out of college, and they said the kid wasn't very fast.
Right.
I watched a couple plays where he showed off his speed, where he was to duck around the corner, go ahead and get a first down. His arm, I'm telling you, I thought he made two outstanding throws. One was between three defenders where he just put the ball right in there, and then he was scrambling, making another play. So overall, I thought he played pretty well. It'll be interesting, though, to hear what you guys think about the whole thing.
No, I like the way mentally he accepted all the responsibility of what's been happening from the time he got drafted until he got a chance to play on Friday night. This young man has held himself to a higher accord. His father has done well by raising this young man. So, he gets an opportunity to play ball. And not a perfect game, nor anyone else who plays quarterback with backups and just trying to figure it out. But he did what was expected of him. He got the ball out to other people, and then he scored two throws. And I would have sworn that touchdown, the first one, was intercepted.
Yeah.
I thought it was intercepted.
Yeah. Right.
And then you look at it and score, I say, that's what we need.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think, Shadur played amazing considering everybody was watching the game. Everybody, there's a huge portion of people that want to, in my opinion, want to see him fail.
In this country.
Right? Yeah. Yes. And it's a lot of people that want to say, I told you he wasn't good. This is why he didn't get picked. And it's a ton of people who are supporting him. Mm-hmm. So he feels that. He's human, right? He knows that everything is on his shoulders in that moment. Everybody looking for him to either pass or fail, succeed or not have success at all. So I think he handled that well, Reggie, just like you said. And just like Top Dog said, the stats were there. He performed. Well, he ran it effectively.
Well, I'm going to say this, and I agree with you, really, because I thought I was crazy when I thought the pass was intercepted, and it slipped in there, and he called, and it was a touchdown pass. But Josh, I agree with you. Here's what I don't understand. I mean, the boy he's still a kid. I mean, he's still
in NFL
kid.
sense,
and
he's a rookie.
And where I'm headed with this, just like you talked about how they give him a hard time and how people don't like him, I think it's ridiculous. I mean, leave this kid alone. Right. The kid has been going through a lot because we all know. I mean, look at his father. I mean, the health problems that he's had. All that, I don't care what anyone said. All that is still, guys, on the back of his mind.
Right. Yeah. And still, he went out there and performed. And like you said, Reggie, he didn't have to throw like these huge numbers. And I believe that he did have a little rust, and not rust, but jitters.
Well, yeah, man.
And he shook it off quick.
It's the first time that you get a chance to play. And if he was in Cleveland, it might have been even tighter. But I think the guys, the receivers, could have helped him out. I think Deontay Johnson dropped the first one. And then the other guy, I can't remember, it was a tight end. He went 3rd and 5, and he goes 4 yards. Right. I just don't get it. And that's
why you couldn't just go to the first down marker.
Beyond the marker and come
Get
back
to the marker,
bro.
Get to the marker. It's 101, and he's a young guy, though. And that's the thing. He's been practicing with the 2s and 3s the entire camp. And for that sake, a lot of national media has kind of been on his back a little bit.
Yeah.
And for the fact that, he was a 5th round pick. You don't expect to get reps as a 5th rounder, but the one thing he did, when you get your opportunity, you make the most of it.
Well, here's the thing that was driving me crazy, the whole 5th round thing. I mean, I don't understand why this kid, why he fell to the 5th round. Because when you look at it, I was just so happy. I was so afraid that Pittsburgh was going to draft him when it came around for them to draft.
Pick,
I thought they were going to pick him, and I was so happy they didn't pick him. But we all know just because he fell to the 5th round, this kid is not a 5th round draft pick. This kid can play. He can definitely play. And I'm telling you, I don't care. People want to give him a hard time because he walk around. He's cocky. God damn it, I was cocky.
Right.
God damn it, you couldn't tell.
People confuse confidence and cockiness all the time.
I don't care who I was playing against. I'm not going to let him know that I ain't ready to play. I'm going to get a piece of your butt right now. And I was cocky. You got to be in this league, guys.
You got to be completely confident in what you're capable of doing. And he's been trained through that through his father. That's just the way they see things. And it's unfortunate that we are where we are, everybody's going back and forth about this guy. young man trying to make his own way. And what you see off the field, now what he's doing in this community, most folks are going to cheer for him. And I tell you what, no matter what you thought of him before he got here,
right,
if he wins,
right,
you're going to love it.
You're going to love it. And that's all.
Wait till you get to know him.
And that's all we want here in Cleveland is just win, baby, right?
Yeah.
I'll say this, and then we can move on. When I love the quote that Deion said, right? He said, people, I offend, my confidence offends people's insecurities.
Yes.
His confidence offends people's insecurities. And as long as he's doing what he's supposed to do on the field and off the field in the community, and they win, which is the exclamation point, we'll love him here in Cleveland.
He's not coming with his head bowed down whistling Dixie.
Exactly.
Let me ask you guys this, Pat. I don't care. I know you want to take a break, but I got to ask these guys.
Keep going as long as you can.
I got this question for these guys. Okay, now that this kid has come out and he played the way we understand it's a preseason game, we understand. And again, in that preseason game, he went against the number ones. Now he didn't go against number twos, number threes. He went against their number one defense. Now, and here's the problem I have. We drafted Dylan with number 3. They're going to give Dylan every chance. You know what I'm saying? They're going to give him every chance.
That's business.
That's business.
That's business.
They're going to give him those reps. But how can you not give Shadur some more reps, guys? I mean, you have to, don't you?
Please, somebody answer that.
Yeah.
Okay. This game coming up.
Yeah.
There's only two quarterbacks that's going to get prime reps. And this is Dylan Gabriel's game. He's healthy. He's going to play, and he's going to play a big proportion of the game so that everyone can see, are you third round material? Should you have been taken, or should we have taken Shadur? And unfortunately, the NFL, we don't give you a lot of room to mess up and to learn. You saw what Shadur did.
Yeah.
That was proof.
Yeah.
Now it's his turn to prove it.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2 quarterbacks on that's going to get most of the reps. One of them named Dylan Gabriel, the other one named Shadur Sanders.
And the cool thing about the NFL is the cream will rise to the top if they're given the opportunity. So you'll get to see what this kid can do, and he knows what's behind him.
That's why I love Reggie, man. The sayings like that, the cream will rise to the top.
And also, too, they talk about this goddamn Kenny Pickett. I mean, Kenny Pickett has been with 3 different teams. I mean, they talk about he's still the number 2 quarterback. Get the hell out of here.
So I gotta ask y'all,
Kenny
do y'all feel like him? Because people are watching. You know, some people just watching just because for entertainment. They might not necessarily know sports. So y'all saying during the Panthers game, he was throwing to the 2s and 3s.
Yes.
He didn't even have the 1s in there.
No. So Coach Kevin Stefanski,
is that on purpose? Is it intentional?
that is Coach Kevin Stefanski's way he approaches preseason games.
Okay.
And a lot of other teams don't do this.
Nothing new.
It's nothing new for the Browns. Joe Burrow was out there though.
Yeah.
A lot of Jamar Chase, he was out there. Chase was out there. Mahomes was out there.
Tua was there. All of them.
And Tua struggles staying healthy.
You know why, Josh? Because those teams want to hit the bricks running September 2nd week. And you got other teams that's going to take a week or 2 or 3, and then people get hurt and they behind the 8 ball. Some of those teams are thinking about week 1, I want to win.
So he kind of bringing something up.
I know you need to take a break. When we come back, I know we got a bunch of stuff to talk to. I want to ask you guys how you feel about preseason games. You know, because I know what I'm thinking, but I just want to.
We cool. When we
get
back.
What you think.
All right, don't you guys go anywhere. We still talking more Browns when we return. This segment was also brought to you by Smart Choice Baths. If your bathroom needs an update, the team at Smart Choice Baths has you covered. Whether you're looking to replace your shower or do a whole bathroom remodel, Smart Choice can offer you the quality and expertise you'll need to make that experience an enjoyable one. They offer custom designs tailored to your style and needs and have safe and accessible solutions with their walk-in options and other safety features. No matter what your need, they have you covered. And right now, they're offering $12.50 off all bathroom projects, plus a free luxury upgrade. And it gets even better with their low monthly payments starting at just $199 per month or 0% financing for 24 months. So be sure to check them out at smartchoicebaths.com or give them a call at 844-GET-SMART to set up a free estimate today. And don't forget to mention the Big Play bonus to receive an additional 10% off with all promotions. Welcome back to the Top Dog Show right here on the Big Play Sports Network. Pick 6 is brought to you by Northeast Factory Direct. Whether you're remodeling your kitchen, updating your furniture, freshening up your patio, or looking for a new mattress, Northeast Factory Direct is the place for you. No fancy showrooms, no high-pressure salesmen, just high-quality items at great prices. And it gets even better for our listeners. Just click the link on our socials and fill out what you're looking for, and we'll hook you up with a big play discount. So visit them today in Cleveland, Euclid, Macedonia, or North Canton. Or check them out online at northeastfactorydirect.com. Now, before we went back to the break, Big Top Dog, I be want to say Big Dog, but we Top Dogs over here. Top Dog.
I'm Big Dog.
You had a question.
That's the name you got for me at home.
That's what you say.
That's the, it better be. I better be Big Dog.
Right.
I don't care.
Top Dog, you had a great question before we went to commercial about preseason. You want to ask it over to us again?
Yeah, I wanted to, I thought it was very interesting because we know Stefanski's stand on preseason games, especially with a lot of the first teamers. But how did you guys feel about that?
I personally, I needed to play a little bit in the preseason. I needed to get bumped around. I needed to fall down. I need to get my win, because you can practice all you want in training camp. You can be in the top conditional shape, but in reality, it's still not game time, because you guys both know from that last preseason game and then all of a sudden opening day, it seems like it goes 25, 30 miles faster than before. So I needed to get hit. Now, Top, I know you didn't like participating in training camp.
What? Say it ain't so.
Don't pay no attention to that. Go ahead,
He was a vet
Josh.
before he was a vet.
Top Dog, stay ready. He's like, you always ready.
Thank you. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
Oh, he's like, ain't nothing to see over here. But I'll tell you this. They do something differently now, and they practice with the teams that they're going to play against in the preseason game. I would imagine that those practices are like games. It would have been for me, especially as a rookie or as a second-year guy. Those would have been a heightened sense. What you feel on game day when it's like, oh, it's real. I would have had that feeling going against a different team because I knew all the eyes were watching. Right. I felt like that my rookie year in training camp when our fans was out there booing if you drop a ball, and the pressure was on. Yeah. But it's nothing like the game. Right. I understand what you're saying dramatically, and I think that's the only thing I would disagree with. It's several things, but that's what I would disagree with Coach Stefanski, because some of those guys, I believe, they want to probably go out there for a series or two to get banged around on some light plays, to move, and it don't have to be, dramatic plays, because we know it's not. But I think it'll help the team start faster. And I know we're more worried about the injuries and everything like that. Yep. I know that's on his mind because that's what he dealt with. But he also has to understand he's been a coach that dealt with controversy and injury and went ahead full steam, having the quarterback problems that we had and having no quarterback available, and yet he was able to win Coach of the Year in that same year. So I think if he evolves as a coach, I would rather the guys play in preseason.
We had a chance to do that. We went over to London and we played against Philadelphia in Wembley Stadium. And we spent the week over there with them. And those practices are a little bit different. Yeah. Right. They practice against the other team. And there must have been 8-9 fights. Right. I mean, people just get that.
Right.
But you also get to see what your teammates are like. The new rookies are like. You want to find the heart
who you want to fight with on a regular basis.
And you guys know when you have those joint practices, I'm telling you, there is a lot of fights going on because there's a lot of competing against each other going on. But I want to say that we actually went to, Buffalo. We went to Buffalo and we had joint practices one year when I was playing. But to answer the question, the same question I asked you guys, I actually like to play in the preseason. I mean, I really did. I'm like you guys. I wanted to get hit. I wanted to get ready. And back then we had 4 preseason games. And on that 4th preseason game, it didn't bother me if I played 3 quarters or if I played 4 quarters, because I knew one thing. Come that following week, we got a game to play. Yes, and we're going to play 4 quarters. And I just think you have to get ready. So I disagree. That's one thing me and Kevin might disagree on. As a player, I would want to play, and I understand there's
the injury concept.
Yeah,
to
today
it.
I
think we all understand that, but it's like we gotta
get out there. That's football. You gotta play. You gotta play.
I think I look at it too. Since you went undrafted, I feel like preseason games is opportunity for the rookies to come in and really solidify, and have a shot. And I'm like, if you put all the 1s and 2s out there, how they really gonna make a name for themselves or let you know what they can do?
And they don't. Sometimes I feel like people don't take those games serious when when guys out there catching the ball with one hand. It's like, oh, he did it against the twos. People was even saying that with Shadur. They was like, oh, that's just preseason. It's not real. They don't have all their ones out there, and he ain't playing with the ones. So it's this misconception sometimes that when you play good in preseason, just preseason, and it's not going to transfer to regular season play.
Well, I think the kid that came from UCLA was a prime subject for that.
Thompson, DTR.
No,
wait a minute.
DTR.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm the old man sitting up here. I'm the one that's not supposed to be not been able to remember this shit.
You know, I'm sitting up here.
I'm sitting here with two young bucks, and they trying to look at that Pat. They looking at you, Maria.
Hey man,
Hey, he might feel old, but he don't look old.
man's got to know his limitations.
Some people say I'm no good. I'm crazy as can be.
There you go.
I get drunk in the morning. I get stoned in
That's
the
for our next segment with
afternoon.
the Lipton Hard Iced
But I
Tea.
ain't asking nobody for nothing.
And he
If
gonna
I
give us a
can't
hymnal.
get it on my own. You don't like
times you
the
heard
way
this?
I'm living.
Yeah.
Leave this short-haired country boy alone,
You
goddamn
don't
it.
enter the
hymnal
man
for
when
y'all.
he's singing now.
That's a football hymnal.
So can I ask y'all this? Did y'all hear when everybody was talking about, the Browns are trying to sabotage Shadur? But how are they trying to sabotage him if he was practicing with the 2s and 3s and then they put him on the field with the 2s and 3s? I feel like if you want to sabotage somebody, you're going to put him on the field with people he hasn't played or hasn't practiced with, which would be the 1s and 2s, right?
I get that.
Uh-huh.
And there's some validity to that, but that's football. And these guys can attest to that. He didn't get reps like that with the ones, meaning actual reps. Right. Sometimes in practice, you only get 2.
Yeah.
And it's only 10 plays, but the starter going to get 4,
Yeah.
the next guy get 3, and then you get whatever's left.
And is that normal? Is Shadur being treated differently? Is that normal for some like I know our son's trying to be QB at his high school and he doesn't get reps all the time. Is that normal or no?
What's unnormal is to have 6 quarterbacks in your
Okay,
camp.
there we go. That's when you
about
squid
that?
neck. Right.
You're breaking records in the wrong direction.
Like ain't nobody getting no reps, right?
I understand it though. I understand the
Too
concept
many
because
QBs.
as a rookie, I wasn't like you guys. The coach wasn't talking to me when he was teaching the plays in the playbook. I was in the back and he's talking to Braylon Edwards. Coach Robisky was talking to Braylon, talking to Dennis Northcutt,
Kellen.
Antonio Brown. They was talking to those guys. And I'm in there, I had to listen to everything said. And when they called that play, I had to know what they had, know what I had to run, just like the coach he wasn't talking to me though.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean when it's my time to get in the game, I don't have to, I'm not supposed to know what to do. That's a part of being a pro, Maria, and that's what a lot of young guys don't understand. Shadur didn't need to hop in there and take reps, but it's his job to know how to play football when his name,
And then again, too, we talk, we all laugh and talk about the 6 quarterbacks, but we know the only reason why they brought Tyler here is because of the injury that we had just had. I don't think there's any way that he's going to make this team.
I don't even know when you get 2 quarterbacks to pull a hamstring in the first week. I mean, already?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, dude, they're quarterbacks. They run backwards. They don't even run forward.
Right. All they doing is handing the
They ain't
ball
giving
off.
QBs no
How the
love.
hell they going to get
an athlete.
Yeah.
Hey, opportunity.
Yeah.
That was to Shador's
That was.
effect.
That
That was
was.
opportunity. That's Drew Bledsoe going down with Tom Brady behind him.
It's in the cards.
It's in the cards.
They're
It's
just licking your
written.
chops, ready,
It's
waiting.
written.
You have to believe, though, and I believe this about this kid, Shadur. I mean, you have to believe that this kid, at some point, there's going to be an opportunity for him like it was, and he was able to take advantage of it. This kid can play, man.
Right.
This kid can play. This kid comes from a football family. And not all, I understand, not all, kids or whatever comes from a football family can play. But this kid can play. And here's what I said. I said it, and I still stick by it. Flacco, I don't have a problem with Flacco starting. I do not have a problem with Flacco. But we know Flacco. Flacco going to throw something to us, and he's going to throw something to them. Because I was talking to Ozzy. Ozzy's the one that drafted Flacco back with the Baltimore Ravens. So he's going to throw something to them. He's going to throw something. He's going to give us something.
Let him go.
He also let him go. So what's going to happen is, Ozzy, don't be trying to call me right now, dog.
Top
He
dog
trying to
phone,
call
blowing
me.
up,
He
blowing.
trying to call me. He hear me talk about it. But
How to put his phone on silent.
No, I want it to ring because you never know. You never know when you'll get that call.
Right.
Some news happening.
Exactly,
So
exactly. Up to date.
we know we might want to go.
Like you important.
But yeah, you know, I am, dog. I have to
Never
think
know.
I am anyway, you know.
Ain't that important?
But I honestly believe this kid probably, I don't know whether it's going to be somewhere down the season or wherever. I think this kid's going to take over, and I think this kid's going to be our starting quarterback. I believe it.
We hope, and I'm going to throw y'all a curveball because we were doing the pick six segment, so I have to ask a question. It's
Okay.
right here. Pat told me I had to ask this question. How big of a deal are Myles Garrett's speeding tickets? Is it a bigger story since it's still the preseason? What happened? Why is it always in Strongsville?
In Strongsville.
Right on 71.
And Strongsville's who pulled over Shadur Sanders.
Shador.
And I think, and this is,
They don't live out there. It's this long stretch down 71 between like 480 West and all the way to like Route 18 Medina. And when you got a nice vehicle, sometimes you want to feed it a little speed. I'm not saying I do
got a
that
nice
or
one
have
too.
done that. Or
And
if I
say
might
he got a nice one too.
I want to say this.
be safe.
I fell victim. You can Google it. I fell victim, and it's a non-story.
He was
It's
gonna be late to a game, though.
It's just what happens. I'm not saying that it was right or wrong, but this is what happens when you're not playing a season right now. And if it's during the season, it's too much football to talk about, and it wouldn't even make the headlines, in my opinion. But 100 miles, that's a little dangerous.
Now, I don't know what kind of cars y'all drove back in the day. I know when I had my little 1989 Honda Accord, if I go over 40, the joint wiggling.
It's shaking.
Now, they got some nice cars. When you go to 100, it feel like you're going like 40.
You got to use duct tape.
Yeah.
What's the first car you went about? Like,
When I got in the league,
Yeah.
I had a truck.
Yeah.
I came in with a truck.
He had the truck
But
Shadur had.
I was also thinking of this as a father and a grandfather now, and I know I speeded when I was playing ball, and my buddies we would race places sometimes. But then a police officer pulled me over once, and he says, "Reggie, I love watching you play on Sunday, but if you get a flat tire, you blow a tire, we're gonna lose you." And it made me think about it. So yes, we're young, we're invisible. I mean, that's what we do. But guys, just be careful.
Yeah.
Because in the big stream of life, that's a big deal. And all those
Absolutely.
deers that run
Absolutely.
through when they rutting and all
Absolutely.
that. Thing or
Absolutely.
They right there.
and I'll say this real quick too. I think, and I guarantee you, Miles is thinking about it, and he's feeling bad about the whole thing.
Yeah.
But here's the point: Stefanski. You remember Stefanski went to Miles, and he wanted him to be more of a leader on this football team.
Yes.
And I guarantee that's the thing that's on Miles' mind. But I don't think we'll hear from him doing anything like this anymore. Yeah.
I learned this lesson. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Okay, I like that. You got to slow it down a little bit, Mr. Garrett. And we got to take a commercial break. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. Thanks again to our friends at Northeast Factory Direct. Check them out at any other great locations in Cleveland, Euclid, Macedonia, or North Canton. And remember to ask them about the big play bonus. Welcome back to the Top Dog Show, brought to you by the Big Play Sports Network. Around the League is brought to you by Preston Superstore. It's officially tailgate season, and right now you can take advantage of Preston Superstore's incredible offers on new Ford F-150s and Chevy Silverados. They do more than just trucks. They make the whole car buying process easy with 3 dealerships located in nearby Burton, Preston Chevy, Preston Ford, and Preston Kia. Preston Superstore is family owned and operated for over 30 years. They truly care about their customers and the communities they serve. So check them out right now in person or online at PrestonSuperstore.com. You'll be glad you did. What kind of truck? You said your first car was your first purchase was a truck? Was it like a pickup truck?
Like a 4Runner.
Oh.
It was one of the first ones
Oh.
I got. But then
Toyota.
I made some money, got a 300 ZX.
Have you guys
brand new?
Have you guys ever seen those Preston commercials though, where the father and the son and his wife, and it's so funny.
Are they funny?
Yeah, that little
Preston
what's
Superstore.
What's that little saying? They be they say
You got to play it on the show.
Come
on, you know it.
But I can't think
Don't
of.
be
But I
just
just
singing again.
Let me hear you
Is it a
sing it.
song?
Let me hear you sing it.
Is it a song? We're going to get another football hymn.
Well, thanks to Preston Superstore, we're going around the NFL. So, you guys, the QB competitions, everybody's talking about it right now. There are a few other teams holding QB competitions. Colts, Saints, and the Giants are the notable ones. How do you see these shaking out? Are any of these competitions already over in your mind? Now, you got the list right there, Josh.
Yeah,
what they talking about.
I liked, we all wanted to, everybody tuned in for Shadur. Everybody tuned in my eyes for Cam Ward. I think Cam looked good. I think, we all know he was the first pick, so he has the job.
Yeah.
But when we look at another team, I'm thinking about how did Jackson Dart look? and I think he was just okay. You know, when it's saying I seen some, you know, some good and some bad. I don't see franchise. I don't think I seen, you know, franchise from any of the guys. Maybe Cam. I think Cam he's very comfortable. He knows his position. Other than Cam Ward, I don't see franchise. And I'm not talking about Shadur in this mix. I'm talking about around the league, as far as like when you talk about the Giants, when they got, you know, Jackson Dart and they got Jameis, our Jameis, and Russ. You know, I see that. I see Russ probably taking over at some point, or Jameis.
See, for me, I think most of those young guys play well. Nothing too great and nothing too bad, but just steady football. Now, the thing is, as we get closer to the regular season, they're going to start implementing blitz packages, pickups, protections. So many other things are going to go in the mind that the quarterback has to play better and be smarter about his game, and it'll separate the boys from the men. But the guys that are capable of playing will get an opportunity to play. You just don't know who's going to pop out. Because you got to remember, sometimes offensive coordinators might not be the best coach for that guy.
Exactly. Exactly. Because I was looking at the stats of Jalen Milroe. 6 of 10 for 61 yards, 38 yards rushing. I think in the preseason game, we know he can rush.
Yeah.
I didn't think they needed to, you know, give him plays that he do so good at. Like, we don't need to see him run. You know, keep that for practice. Let's work on something that maybe not a strong suit, the passing attack, to see how y'all going to attack. Because if he's going to be a premier guy or a guy for your team, you can't have him being the leading rusher on the football team, or you're going to have your number 2 ready to go.
God damn it, Pat. He just said a name. Jalen Milroe. Where did he go to college at, Pat? Tell him where he went to school at. Tell him he went to Alabama. Roll, Tad, roll. You know, roll, Tad.
I knew it was coming.
We got him going.
I'm joining in. Right?
I apologize, everyone.
I had to get that one in. But on a serious note, you talked about Jameis Winston. It is funny, wherever he goes, he seems to blend in.
Oh, yeah.
He can get along with anybody. Did you see that? You guys watch that one practice they had at the end of practice where the coach was going to let him off if Jameis could take the football?
The crossbar.
Yeah,
right. I saw that.
Could you
and he hit it.
Yeah, could you believe he threw that thing and hit it?
The first try. The first try. And James, we know Jameis has that electricity about him, right? And it never was the issue with him.
But let me say this, and I'm going to throw a curveball. And Maria knew I was getting ready to throw a curveball.
Always.
We all talking about the quarterbacks. But, guys, I'm going to take you to Dallas. I'm going to take you to Dallas and everything that's going on, because we still talking about around the league. How in the hell can Jared Jones not pay his edge rusher? I mean, is that crazy? Micah Park. I mean, how can he not play him?
He's giving a lot of money to some people that might not, I can't say don't deserve it because it's their money, but they haven't performed up to the money that they're being paid, and now he's a little skeptical. They're like, okay, I got to give somebody else $300 million. Like, man.
So, and that's huge when you talk about the cap or how much money else is going to other people.
Right.
I mean, they can't afford to. This is why this is why you lose good players.
But they're leading rusher?
Can't. There's no more league in where you have a Deion Sanders, Bruce Smith. Y'all remember when that team, that Washington team, when they tried to buy themselves a Super Bowl. They had Champ Bailey.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally went. There's no more where you could have everybody making $300 million on the roster. It's just not enough. It's just not enough.
Well, listen,
not enough money to go around.
I was sitting there, and today I was just laughing because I was so happy. I'm going to go again in our division, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Steelers, Cam Hayward, the defensive tackle. I mean, the Steelers, Steelers not known for paying a lot of money.
Right.
They just gave him a new contract last year. Cam said no after watching all these boys get all these contracts. He just signed a new contract last year. Said he's going to hold out, or he's thinking about holding out if they don't come back and give him some more money.
I ain't mad at him.
Me neither.
I ain't mad at him.
Me neither, but I can't believe it because he just signed a new contract last year.
I hope this causes problems within their organization.
Right.
I'm all for this.
They're loving all of this.
I want to flame the fire a little bit.
But how do certain organizations get away with that, though? Like being known for not giving enough money. Yeah. You know what I mean? I would hate to get drafted to some team that like, they don't pay nobody over there.
Pittsburgh are 2 of them.
Patriots.
But what
the Patriots are another. Come here and try to win.
Or the Browns? I'm not trying to free?
No.
I think when
They pay. Oh my Lord!
I mean,
I ain't laughing at that. I ain't laughing at
you got
that.
18 games out of 230 million. That's not a false statement. Am I wrong?
Hey, you gotta wait till we we talk about. I'm gonna read my Browns contract over. I ain't allowed to say too much bad things.
Missing a couple zeros going here.
Yeah, but I get that. That you feel like a lot of fans feel. But the Browns are not one of those teams because we paid Deshaun Watson, we paid Jerry Jeudy, we paid Miles, we paid Denzel. So we're taking care of guys
20 years ago, 20 years ago, were they known? I thought they were
somewhere
known
in the middle of the pack.
Pay.
Yeah, they were in the middle of the pack.
Oh, okay.
They just wasn't they weren't one of the teams that were highlighted to go to and get paid.
Well,
I get you.
We were also the first team to give a fully guaranteed contract. I mean, and I guarantee
another record nobody else won.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, a lot of those owners when we first
they were upset.
Yeah, they were.
But that's what it took.
Yeah,
and that's why people could be mad at the Haslams.
Hold on, was that Watson's contract?
Yeah.
I never heard him do that before.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, okay.
So
that was the first
they can be mad at him, but I herald him. That's a bold statement. You got to be bold to go out here and try to win a Super Bowl. Now, he said it in public, plain language. We hit and miss. It was a swing and a miss. That was something heartfelt for Deshaun to hear, I know. But he was going to try to swing again. And that's all you can do.
Dog, we still paying him.
It's like that with coaches.
He said that. Look,
it's like that with every coach that we fire.
He on the bench drinking my time.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. He been putting in some work.
It's like that with coaches too.
And did he just
every
get married?
coach we fire after
just
1
got
year,
married,
we
didn't he?
He just got married. A nice wedding, too. A nice wedding. I'm gonna ask you that. Hold on, we gotta go commercial.
Haslam was there.
We gotta discuss this, you guys. Look, don't go anywhere. The Top Dog Show is going down. He stay still talking. We'll be right back. Right back. Thanks again to our friends at Preston Superstore. They had the nicest people serving the nicest guests. So check them out at any of their 3 locations in Burton or visit them online at PrestonSuperstore.com. Welcome back to the Top Dog Show right here on the Big Play Sports Network. Down Memory Lane is brought to you by Floors. You don't have to be a design expert to make a smart flooring decision. At Floors, their team will help you find flooring that fits your lifestyle, look, and budget so you can enjoy football Sundays in style and comfort. Shop brands like Shaw, Anderson Tuftex, and Cortec, and enjoy 2 years no interest and 10% off during Shaw's Hot Days Cool Floors event. Anytime Josh lubes up his feet with Vaseline, you can see everywhere he went around the house.
We just got to take
care of it. They probably don't have that
better.
problem at Floors. Okay.
Saying I messed up the floors now? Like,
I'm just saying you got the dark floors and then you can see all the footprints.
Better and
you can see all the ashiness leaving your trails around the house.
At least saying the Diddy party.
Them calluses scratching up our floors.
On a formal event, it looks nice.
No, y'all. Before we went to break, we were talking a little bit about what Deshaun Watson. Josh's family member came in town and said he felt like Deshaun Watson the only legit QB the Browns have.
Right.
What would y'all say? Right. I'm asking you, Reggie, Hanford.
We've got a guy that has won a Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, that is a matter of fact. Although he has always had great defense around him, he still participated and played very well in the Super Bowl. Kenny Pickett, we don't know. Shadur, we don't know. The other kid, Dylan, we don't know. All we're trying to do is put together 11 guys that can go out on Sunday and not lose football games.
I'm going to be devil's advocate.
Go for it.
You just said some powerful things, right? To somebody that's not a Browns fan, Flacco is washed up. He's done. He's a 40, right? He's 40 years old. That's like saying Tom Brady or Drew Brees or Andrew Luck. They won Super Bowl guys, right? Not Andrew, but Super Bowl guys, right? But he's out of his prime. And then when you look past a Flacco, who's left? You sure ain't riding everything on Kenny Pickett. That's not the pick. And you just named everybody else who's unproven. So to somebody who's not a Browns fan, they look at Deshaun as our only legit guy who's proven, who can go in right now and play. Well, when he's healthy, when he comes off PUP. To a non-Browns fan, to a Brown, you know what I'm saying? Right. We have intimate knowledge of every aspect of every quarterback that's in our locker room now, but not to somebody who's not outside. Well, they look at our room and say, y'all ain't going nowhere.
I have to say this, and I'm not ready to Deshaun. No, I mean I've seen enough. Me personally, I just don't think he's a guy. We pretty much given him every opportunity to come out and play, and he's just not the answer. Guys, I'm gonna throw some at you guys, and you guys think I'm crazy, but you can say what you want to say. This is the way I believe. Flacco again. I don't have a problem with starting him, but I also don't have a problem with getting Shadur ready to go, starting him. Let me tell you why. I don't like this whole thing. The whole where you take a quarterback, you got to sit him for a year, you got to sit him for 2 years maybe, and get him ready, let him watch and all this bullshit. No, I don't believe in that. I think if the guy is good enough and if he can play, you throw him in the fire right away. He's going to make some mistakes. Now, but if he's a good quarterback, he's going to learn from those mistakes and he's going to get better and better and better, and he's going to be able to play. Tell you what, I came out. I was a rookie, like I tell everybody. They threw me in the fire.
But you speaking like a fan.
Listen to this. No, I'm not.
Like not a GM.
A veteran.
Listen to me.
No, not a GM.
Listen to me. They threw me in the fire. Guess who I had to line up against as a rookie? Lynn Swan.
Oh yeah, I had
John Stallworth. Just guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Steve Largent. I'm talking about guys like that. You know what I had to do? Sink or swim. Sink or swim.
That's why he the top dog, y'all.
I feel like when you're talking about getting Shadur ready, I'm not against it. It's just when you're a general manager, if Reggie the general manager and you picked a guy at number 2 or 3, and then you got a guy two rounds later, he gotta be hurt. Or if he don't pan out, that now somebody you spent that money on him. We paid for him to be at number 2. And that makes Reggie even more right, and you paying to lose because your 5th rounder gonna start in front of Flacco, Kenny, and
let me ask you guys.
Dylan Gabriel.
Let me ask you guys a question.
I ain't saying what should happen. I'm just saying.
I know.
Wow.
Let me ask you.
I kind of agree with some of what Josh is saying, and it makes sense. My mentality,
right?
The best gonna play.
Right.
That's right.
That's how it should be.
I don't care because there's going to be 63,000 fans in that stadium, and you start jacking around
That's right.
like you've been jacking around for the
That's
last
right.
25 years.
Right.
That's right.
It is
That's
what
how
it
it
is.
should be.
Right.
Let the kids that going to play. Evaluate them equally.
Yep.
And if Flacco's got a little nudge, okay,
Yep.
that's fine. We don't mind it, but this guy's going next.
We know
and
that's
just
not
because
the case.
I know you're not wrong at all.
And just
Absolutely.
because we drafted a kid, and I'm not saying you guys,
Right.
just because we drafted a kid number 3,
Right.
doesn't mean that this kid should play.
100%.
The best guy who give us the best
We agree.
chance to win, that's the guy who, and I guarantee you this, if that guy, say for instance Shadur, if he comes out and he start playing, he start winning, right, everybody going to forget about that damn talking about where you drafted him at
Right.
in that 3rd round draft
Absolutely.
pick. Everybody's happy.
And everybody be watching that Cam when we play Tennessee.
Yeah.
You gonna have Cam against Shadur.
Yeah.
But you were also saying too, Josh, we had a conversation. My mom was calling asking about some stuff about Shadur, and you were saying that if he plays really good, he's going to have really good trade value. And I'm like, well, why would we trade? Why would we ever trade him? Like,
so
do y'all think
good but not great?
But do y'all think that not the star power? Like, I don't want Browns. If y'all watching this, the people up in the office level, I don't want them to get confused. A lot of people are not watching the Browns for the Browns. They're watching for Shadur.
Yeah.
So wherever he goes, those fans and that viewership is going to go.
Right.
Does that matter at all
His
to you?
jersey sold out.
But does that matter to you? Do you think that matters to them?
Many.
His star power and what he can bring outside of his talent?
I think they need to sell tickets. I know they're doing the whole 40th anniversary of the Dog Pound, so anything that's creating a
I saw that.
circus atmosphere need to be assisted around here. No, we're not celebrating you. We're celebrating the whole team.
They already
Thank you very
celebrated him
much.
at halftime. I saw it. I was like, I know him.
I'm with you.
Okay.
But
He's like, whose team are you on? Yeah.
I say this, and this is one of those things that when I'm trying to look at football in an honest opinion, if I look at Dylan play football in college and I looked at Shadur Sanders play in college, why did I pick this guy?
Right. Right.
Why didn't I get a lineman?
Right.
Why didn't I get a receiver?
Right.
Why didn't I get a safety? Why didn't I get somebody else to help me? But I chose this guy, and if you look at him, you go, well, why would we pick him in the 3rd round?
Absolutely.
Who made that decision? So the smart guys keep getting smart and looking dumber.
Hey,
And I'm gonna tell you
that's
this.
a good
That's
comment.
true. I'ma
Smart
tell you
guys
this.
keep looking smart and looking dumb.
I'm gonna tell you this. When we had the number 2 pick, I was upset we didn't take Carter. Listen to me. Watch you see. Can you imagine Carter and Miles opposite each other? We go and drop to 5, and we take the kid out of Michigan. And he's with us now. So I'm behind him 100%.
Right.
That's a whole nother conversation, Maria. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to throw it over there to you.
I ain't got nothing but a break. I got a commercial break. That's all I got.
Over there to you.
I am not afraid.
I'm get you, Garrett.
Actually, this is the part I really like. And this is why I think if you have a job as a GM, head coach, and all those monies that you make, all that stuff, we get the right to say what we want to say.
Absolutely.
It's a matter of fact. So I don't understand how we can not pick great players.
Yeah.
We pick average players. We got another guy that's going to be in trouble going to jail.
Yeah.
We had one 2 years ago. All that stuff is part of the game, but we never seem to pick players that stick around, sustain a year or two, and get better.
Right.
I don't know who. If I had to pick 4 guys that these coaches staff has picked, who would you say has gotten better?
Right, and this was something that you had brought up last
Over
season.
and over and over.
Right, it's like if you take up, so you're talking about Andrew Berry and his scouting staff
He can
resume
trade all day long.
Right.
But
He has did that. He's done that well.
In that trading room that has dirty fingernails.
But you know what?
You understand what I'm saying? There's nobody in that room that's got dirty fingernails when it's time to pick football.
He's saying- Reggie says they're wine drinkers. He said they're red wine drinkers. They're not guys that open a beer.
I'm laughing at
But
Josh
it's
brought
difficult.
it up.
It's difficult to pick from the draft. That's why I wasn't drafted. So I never coveted the draft. I felt like you give these guys that much money, they lose hunger.
Yeah.
They lose that tenacity that's on your back pushing you.
Yeah.
So
How many times did you say this to yourself, Josh? How did he get drafted?
right. I said that a lot.
How much money he gonna make?
Exactly.
Get me out of here, Maria.
He was talking about guys. I can't believe he on the team.
Oh my God.
He's some garbage. But look, okay, we slightly went down memory lane when Hanford was talking about his first preseason game. So we took y'all there a little bit, but we got more Top Dog Show. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. Thanks again to our friends at Floors. Check them out in Strongsville, Copley, Maple Heights, or visit them at floors.com. That's Floors with a Z. Welcome back to the Top Dog Show right here on the Big Play Sports Network. Now, this segment right here is our Browns pool brought to you by Lipton Hard Iced Tea. And I can go for Lipton Hard Iced Tea right now because y'all was getting spicy with y'all's conversation. But here's the question right here. How much do you want to see the Browns starters play against the Eagles on Saturday? 16% of the voters said none. 49% of the voters said 1 or 2 series. 26% said the entire first quarter. And 9% said at least half. What do you guys? Y'all agree with the voters?
Are they practicing with him?
Yeah.
They're practicing with him. So that changes things, the way they do it now.
Okay.
I still want to see him play.
Yeah.
I think they should play a whole 2-3 series.
Yeah.
I think they should get a bulk of it. Not a half,
Yeah.
but into maybe the whole first quarter.
And I can see it happening both ways. Play them a little because you still got a lot of decisions to be made on those undrafted free agents, those late round pick guys. If you got too many guys in the room, you need to find out who can really play.
Right.
Because you might not be able to get them on the practice squad. But yeah, I think I'd like guys to play a little bit.
Yeah.
I got to get a little bit.
Yeah, and I think what they do is obviously they use that as an excuse that they've come up here and they've gone against them in practice, 7-on-7, 1-on-1s, team, all that stuff. But I like to see them play at least a quarter, 2 quarters.
Right.
I think you have to.
And it's going to be real vanilla. They're going to have seen a lot of their plays already in practice.
And the good thing about it, because especially our offense, because when you look at the guys, we all know the Eagles' defense is tough. I mean, they have.
We matched up pretty well with them last season.
Yeah.
Now we kind of was sneakily staying in the game with them, and then we just kind of lost offensive power that game. But last year,
when
was a
Shadur
close game.
didn't get drafted, as high as he didn't get drafted the way I wanted him to.
Yeah.
Right.
I almost became an Eagles fan, y'all. I'm
You
not gonna
said
lie to
that.
y'all.
She kept saying
I
the whole
jumped ship real quick. I jumped
She
ship.
was like, "Man, I ain't no Browns
I was like,
fan.
go Birds.
I'm not a Browns fan." And then we drafted him, and then I had to go
Get
check
her
on
off the
her.
show
Like,
now.
You good?
Yeah.
I'm like, you good? She was like, yeah, I got my Browns gear back on.
I was upset.
Fair weather fan.
So I see you saying it like they want to at least play a quarter
Yeah.
just to get their footings ready for the real
too.
season. I'm
I
looking
feel
at it
that.
as far as dollars. I would hate to pay all this money to go to a preseason
Right.
game and not see the starters.
Right.
But then some people are following some of their college teammates, the players that they watch and admire.
I
They
have
got 3 weeks.
Yeah, I have
They
to
play
say
a little bit this week. They got 3 weeks to regroup, gather any little dings they got, and should be ready to go. But the key is first quarter. When you play in September, the first game, you need to be ready to run your offense.
Right. The starts, the slow starts.
I hate this thing when we didn't
it.
get much time.
Yeah.
Dude, you've had 6 months.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Right.
I have to say
I'm
this
with you,
though,
Brad.
we all are just so happy right now because we got something to talk about. I mean, because we were just dying trying to watch something, figure out, find out something to watch, and the Browns are back now. And are you guys ready for that college game?
Texas O State.
Texas O State.
That's what my mom.
Wow. It doesn't get any bigger than that, does it?
I'm from Columbus, so.
Big Ten versus the SEC.
Well, personally, I'm looking forward to Elizabeth City and Norfolk State.
Well, that's a good thing. Good match, too.
See, there you go. There you go.
It's football season, right?
Our daughter, Aggie Pride. Aggie Pride.
There you go.
It's football.
All right, you guys, that's all the show we have for you today. That was our first show.